Hey, GetFox here. Today I want to talk about probably my favorite offense I've run in Madden 17. It's not one you see much online, and I think that helps benefit it because it's not really in the meta at the moment. It's the pass-balanced playbook. And we'll get right into it. Usually I have a lot of this written down beforehand, but I'm going to kind of go off memory. Now, I wanted to devise a scheme that did really well against that 3-4 cover 2 blitz because we see it so often online. A lot of players are running it. So I came into this Trey offset, and this is the reason I'm running this pass balance. This is the only, according to the spreadsheets, this is the only playbook in Madden that has this Trey offset formation that's just like this. And there's a lot of other ones that look like this, but this rifle is ours. So we're gonna start off with the inside zone. The reason the inside zone works against it because they shift their defensive line and crash in one way, and you can really run forever with this inside zone against their system. So I guess we can just show it off right away. I'm not going to show too many run plays because they're pretty easy. So the Tampa 2 blitz, so it's flipped, you see there. So you base a line, shift your line, crash them right. There the Tampa 2 blitz is set up. It gets great edge pressure unless you block your running back and shift your line left away from the blitz. So, but because this is effective, this inside zone plays off well against it. It's going to take a heck of a good user to shut this down. So you just kind of slip through that hole, and I've, 5 yards, not bad. I've taken that to the house before a lot of times. But off of that, inside zone's also a audible, so that's good. You don't want to ever come out in the inside zone, but audible to it when you see them. But let's go to our first. Let's go through the playbook through this Trey offset. We'll just talk about the great plays here. The stick is great because that running back route, I like that out of the backfield. That's a good route to kick up a couple yards. They won't expect it after other routes you run here. The PA post shot is great coming across the field there. You either slant or normally drag your tight end there. The PA post shot is the same as this verticals wide drag. It's just got a play action in it. Usually verticals wide drag I like better. PA post shot's a quick audible though. So because with the verticals wide drag, it depends if you want the pass blocking being run blocking or pass blocking type setup, if that made a lot of sense. But anyways, so those are the first three. The PA post shot, there's a couple things you can do. If you go against a cover 3 and you get enough time, say let's watch this one. So let's say they come out in a nickel cover 3 and you want a one-play touchdown. You got to make sure you have the right wide receiver in here, but we'll back it up. Say you're around the, let's just put it at the 40. So it's I'll show you another one in a little bit, make this a little bit easier, but Streak Brown, I don't know, Rodgers is okay, decently fast. Put Green out here. Then put Green in a comeback route. Bell, I like to block to get extra time. And then Colts, I like to bring underneath here as like a check down. But as you can see, the Rodgers route should be able to get over the top of cover 3 here. So let's take this, kind of roll out here. And there's your one-play touchdown if they come out in cover 3. But this defense isn't amazing against cover 3. It's cover 2 beater. This offense is a cover 2 beater. That's why this offense, I like this. But otherwise, you can do other things like other routes like this. I like too, this kind of progression because then you got some kind of levels concept and then a drag late. Pick up a couple yards if you want them. 10 yards there, pretty decent. But otherwise, you just read them right to left coming across the field. Pretty simple reads. You've seen a lot of people run this, but that post route, it's a one-play beater against cover 3. You're not going to pull it off twice during a game. So you can get it once. If you complete it or not complete it, your opponent's going to know it's coming, and they're going to look for that deep post after that. All right, this level sales is a great play against any coverage really. If you're kind of not knowing what to do, pick level sale. So then we'll come out nickel. Well, we'll just come out the 3-4, cover 2, and it's great getting. See if they're blitzing off that edge, it's great getting Bell out there quick. You can throw it to the pass to the Bell quick. You can motion over Brown or Rodgers. Usually I actually motion over the Rodgers character and leave Brown on the inside, but then you can slant Coates here, streak Rodgers, or do whatever you want with Rodgers, put him back into his in route. But you got a couple options coming across the field. You got Bell quick here, this slant underneath if the user chases that tight end corner. So it's just a great kind of multiple read. This corner and Bell route, the Green and Bell route are great combos together. You see that because basically a lot of your offense is going to go left. Being able to counter going right to allow the defense not to be able to cheat to the left really helps a lot. So let's go back and pick another play here. Next up is double Y and cop. I don't really use much. Outside zone, no, don't. It's an okay run, but I don't. It's it does okay actually. Not as good as the inside zone. PA wide receiver screen. You guys know how to run a wide receiver screen. If they're coming out in cover 3 or something, not as great in cover 2, or if they're sending a heavy blitz, PA wide receiver screen is good, but I'll get to something even better in just a second. Read option, I don't run because I usually run with pocket passers. Fake screen wheel looks good, but I got an even better play coming up in just a second. Fade smash, decent, is great against. I mean, these fake screen wheels and fade smash, the reason this playbook is great because that beats cover 2. That fade smash gets over the top of cover 2 zone. But again, those aren't the ones you use. Halfback counter, I haven't found to be very good out of shotgun this year. Tight end in, I don't like this play. Do not run it. Halfback slip screen. Screens are always nice to have in formations as a way to keep the defense honest. Halfback draw is a great play again out of these formations to keep them honest. Verticals, wide drag, we talk about this. But this is why I like this formation. This motions. And this spot wheel play is going to kind of be the basis of your offense. And then the motion halfback screen is great too. So let's get into, you can really call any random play. Let's do random, I think nickel, because they'll probably match our formation. So we'll just do random nickel play. But the way these blocks set up, it's great. You can house this, but you want to throw this early. So before in the past I've thrown it late and they get like a stopping animation, but basically you want to catch it, throw it almost as soon as possible. There it is. You get the block set up. See how perfectly that sets up? It's hard to cover without a special defense against it, without the user crashing over. So the user really has to follow this route in order to shut it down. And that's really, unless they get block shed like that. Block sheds, of course, like with the blunts or night train lanes out there, those always hurt. So you want to have good run blocking wide receivers. You can even sub in tight ends here. I frequently have tight ends here. So there you go. And then you just kind of take your yardage. Make some who's a daisy, whatchamacallit type of play. But this formation is so great because there's so many things you can do out of here. Attack every part of the field. The spot wheel is really what you kind of want to set your base up with. So call the spot wheel. I think we face against a lot of cover 2. We'll just, because it's against the cover 2, we'll set it up against cover 2. All right, so that Rodgers route beats cover 2 with the right combination, So you got to kind of look coats to Rodgers to the user. So the user, after you throw that screen to Bell, he's going to always chase a running Bell, or mostly chase. If he doesn't chase the running Bell, you throw it to Bell. But otherwise, look at Green's route. It goes right where the user is supposed to be. So he goes in that deep post there. So, if the user isn't there, that deep post should be high. And having a high, tall tight end, this is also great around the goal line to do a high pass catch here. But now, watch the rest of the field. So you got the drag underneath, the slant, and then Bell's there. So just Bell was open. But as you saw the wheel route, if they're playing like a hard or flat, that will work. So we can kind of throw it up to Rodgers here. He didn't get a great release there, but there it is, kind of. Not really. Oop, there is my controller on the pad over there making a lot of noise. So it's great to beat cover 2. Let's see if we can't. You want to be at the wide side of the field to throw it. It's not as good as another one I'm going to show you in this book, but no, you got to have somebody tall there too. So it's not that great of a throw. We'll get to another cover 2 beater here in a second. But basically, the main thing you want to look for, unless they're playing hard flats, the Rodgers route will work against hard flats. I should really sub in Martavis Bryant there. But, so, curls back. You can throw it short. You can throw it to either one of them to pick up a few yards there. If they don't chase this running back, throw it. Otherwise, you can also slant coats here. I do this quite frequently. I slant coats. And they kind of just pick up underneath where that tight end route. If you throw the tight end route, they'll go cover the tight end route, and then you have that underneath route in the slant. So that's the combo of plays here out of that kind of motion type madness. That's probably the formation I stay in the most and try to make it work. This motion Y screen is kind of cool. I will say it is really neat. But I haven't really labbed it enough to find out what defense it's effective against, because oftentimes with the high play rec guys, they'll actually go chase after Green. See that? See, kind of just stood there for Green. So potentially it's going to be really cool. It worked for me a couple times amazingly, but you have some issues like that. So your mileage may vary with it. See if you can, yeah, sort of works. But tight end screens I haven't found to work amazingly well. There's some potential with it. Oh, wait, the auto motion. You can't motion because of the auto motion. On screens you can motion, but not with this auto motion. There you go. There's the setup. All right, moving on out of this formation. I would say that is an amazing formation because just the amount of number of things you can do out of it. So, shotgun Trey offset. What's amazing is trips halfback weak kind of looks like it, but to the other side of the field. So what I love out of this play is the seam slot out. Now you can see there's a couple glitchy routes here. So if you call that, again, this is great against cover 2, 3. This play in particular, I really like. So this Brown route, it really should be somebody tall, but it can beat cover 2. It's look to Brown or Rogers there against cover 2. But let's block Bell here. So that streak route covers the safety, and then you have see how you could throw it to Brown there on the outside if I didn't get sacked. All right. There you go. Kind of worked, didn't really. Ideally, they get an outside release, but they don't against cover 2. So you just go to Rogers here. Nope, I threw it too early. Man, I'm just throwing terrible today. Let's get some blocking. Now, you see Colts route on the right. If they ever come on that one meta defense that's basically man up your players. You want somebody fast here. You can hot route to get an immediate one. But if they man up your players and then throw like a man blitz at you, this will kind of screw them up. Let's see if we can't get that. So if we go into pinch buck 0 and say they what? So see how they're man coverage. Usually this doesn't, because of the speed and mutt being all the same. Guys aren't able to beat other ones deep. But watch coach route and watch how this cornerback reacts to it. He kind of gets fooled out. See how he breaks down. So that's an easy touchdown. Even against better, higher play rec guys, that's a one-play touchdown against that kind of defense. So it's great against that defense too. But this Rogers route, you can do a lot of great work. It's a speed out route. See how fast he gets out there. So you have the sideline route to Brown, and you really want somebody a little bit taller than Brown there. Martavis Bryant would have been a better choice. Nope, not good. I'm throwing it terribly. Not timing it correctly, but the middle streak should occupy the safety. And then Brown doesn't get wide enough. If you got a pass lead at like what's the direction? 10? No, still didn't work. It normally works. Maybe we should. Well, maybe I'll get another player there. All right, so Brown. We'll put Martavis Bryant there and say Brown there, and then we'll try it out. But yeah, that speed out route's also great against cover 3. You can run that constantly. Oh, I just threw cover 3 at him. Let me go to cover 2. No, didn't really work amazingly there. He hung on to it because he's tall. I'm gonna try it short side. Wide side is the way you want to go, but usually it works a little bit better. There you go. Short side worked. But it's a good way to beat cover 2. Cover 3, that speed out route is just glitchy. Oh, wait, no, he got covered. It is not working for me. The speed out route normally beats cover 3 pretty nicely. Maybe it's because they're in purples. I think against curl flats and cover 3 here, cloud flats, sorry, it's a little bit better. Nope, not any better. I wonder what I was doing beforehand, why I was so good. Maybe it was because this is wide side of the field. Okay, so maybe this play isn't as amazing as I hyped it to be. But boy, is this got me some good completions. There you go. Center of the field it works, but on one hash it didn't because the guy was too wide on one hash. If they, oh sorry, that's what it is. When they send the Tampa 2 blitz, they base align. Man, I am not on target today. So like, that's why it's effective. Tampa 2 blitz is base aligned. So they don't get the jam on your guy on this slot. So the base align screws up the jamming. Nope, still jammed him. Couldn't get it. Set it up again. All right. So there's the setup. There you go. There it is. One play touchdown. Roll out a little bit and toss it. Make sure it's somebody tall. All right, so that was too long for that one. But otherwise, you got a mid-draw as the, which is great against guys who drop guys off the line. The mid-draws have been pretty good this year for us. That's an audible. 4 verticals is 4 verticals. You guys know how to run this play. PA wide receiver in. You know, it's okay. It's not as good this year as it was last year. Still, there's things you can do. You know, streak Brown, hit that crossing route underneath and that kind of stuff. Or, sorry, streak Rogers would probably been a better way of doing it. But I'm not going to show that play because it's not that effective, so I don't run it. Let's see. Trips halfback weak. Another one. 4 verts. Oh, this close wide receiver cross. Here's the 1-play touchdown against cover 3. Halfback base is a good run, too, if you got good run blockers out there. Drives are decent. Corner strike, great play. C routes are great this year. Smash. That's a deep corner there on smash, which really helps out getting depth against cover 2. We'll go to smash in just a second. I want to show the close wide receiver cross. It's the same setup for the 1-play cover 3 beater that we saw in the other one, but this time you don't have to motion. So they're going to be looking for that deep Brown route. So say they base align. Oh, I know that they got cover 3. If they send some sort of blitz, you still want to block Bell to get time. Take Bryant, put him on a comeback route, streak Rogers, drag Coates for a little check down guy. You can also say slant Coates or in route Coates if you want them a little bit later. So there's the setup. Brown should be getting for a 1-play touchdown if I have enough time. Oh, I needed 1/10 of a second more than that. So yeah, there's your setup for the 1-play against cover 3. Let's see if we can get our second here. There you go. Brown Daddy. So that's the 1-play against cover 3 out of this formation. They're going to have to keep watching that deep crossing route, and then you can take advantage of it with this crossing route, with the standard crossing route with Bryant, running him across the field. Deep crosses, there's the post open. But wherever the user isn't, you're kind of picking on the user in this formation. You can, then drag Coates here, get even more crossers. You do a lot of damage with these crossing routes. It's really tough to cover crossing routes in Madden. Post was open. So there you go. Next play out of this, we'll move into, I think, one more play out of this formation, then we'll move into the other good ones. All right, smash. Smash is a lot like corner strike, except without that extra corner or C route. So, and then formation. I say let's go against the Tampa 2. Why not? Very popular. All right, so see how deep Brown gets? It's a great route. You can do a lot of things with it. You can do the clear out with Coates and put Rogers underneath it to drag that guy down. And then, of course, Bell on the backside. You can throw him to him immediately if they're sending that heavy edge pressure, like that nickel blitz off the edge. Throw it to Bell immediately. Otherwise, you might need to check and release him in order to block it. But so if we watch this deep corner. There you go. Deep corner is how we get a lot of yards there. But otherwise, you can always throw it short early to get some extra yardage, to get some short yardage stuff. You guys know about flat routes like that. That's 4 yards. easier pickups because the guys are bumping our guys. The bumps help you take advantage of a little bit of free route. We'll get into there's another play with better bumps here in a second. But against, cover 2, bumps aren't as effective. You can also, like, say, zig them out. You can do an out route. Many different things. No, you want somebody tall there. Or for your quarterback not to lead it so high. Here's an out route from A. That wasn't good. Throw the out route there. We're getting some pressure on us. But then backside C routes are always nice. See, look at this. Easy peasy. Get some 5 yards. And if you're good on the stick, you can get more. All right. So that's another good way of attacking with that play. Great play right there. So that's a good mini scheme out of the trips halfback week. The fade in, that double in route, like a levels concept with the tight end streak. Oh, I think what I like about this, I think it's this one. Again, not written down, but the slot seam out. The one play I forgot to show. A lot of people come out in this 44 split cover 2 invert. So if you get an absolute burner here from Rodgers, if Rodgers is a burner, which he's okay, 91 speed or something. If Brown's a little bit faster, I think he's like 92, or Bryant's the fastest. But if they're usering this play right here, that's a one-play touchdown if you got like Tavon Austin there. If they use that, or if they leave that and that straight and that man right there, because they come down and because it's kind of like an angled streak route. So this is the play you want to run against that cover 2 invert stuff. And unless they're able to man them up with somebody very fast, but it doesn't look like there's anybody fast in the field because there's only 2 cornerbacks on the field and 1 free safety, they'll have to use this Rodgers route, and then you can do other things. So if they're using that Rodgers route, you just throw it right underneath it. There you go. Nice little pickup, 10 yards. And they'll be like, well, do I go underneath or do I go over top? And then when they hesitate underneath on the next play, that's when you burn them for this one-play touchdown. So you basically got this this thing beat. Get your Dion right there. Get your fully chem boosted Dion at 95 speed. Get your Tyreek, your Hill up there, and that's a touchdown. Boom, 44 dead if you can block it. Even if you can't block it, say if they're sending some heavy heat, motion in Brown. There you go, extra blocker. But all you need is this one route. So there it is, 44 cover 2, defeated. They'll probably be very nervous against this formation the rest of the game. And what's great is this 3-4 people, they might notice the tight end versus the wide receiver, but this 3 wide receiver formation looks a lot like your other 3 wide receiver formation. But we can't audible between them. That's the only downside. Because your tight end you won't be able to switch them to a tight end. So those are the Trey offset and trips halfback week. I love those two, running and passing. You really want to keep, when you're running this, like a 50-50 run-pass balance with that inside zone and draw here versus pass. So I showed most of the passes because those are the hardest to execute, but you really want to get your run game up, and especially that, this motion halfback screen should be run like twice a half. Or spot wheel and motion halfback screen, I run pretty frequently. All right, so this bunch week, it's not the greatest bunch week because it doesn't have verticals, but it has everything else you like out of bunch week. Well, most everything else. The PA post it has, which is probably the best bunch week play, this PA post. I think you guys have seen a lot of this one. Basically, you want to drag your tight end here. I can show it, I guess. This will do decent against everything, but you can drag or slant green, do whatever you want with Bell. Usually I block them and take them off the PA, unless I've been running a lot. Then you just throw this drag here, throw this deep post. No, I pass lead it upwards. Don't pass lead it upwards. You can pass lead it high, or you can also streak green, block Bell, or you can check and release Bell. And then, but usually users know how to cover a deep post. So what you can do is send other guys where that user was going to be. Say like this. So if they take the user and send them back to the post, there you go. Just throw that underneath, and you can pick up like 10 yards. Let's see. So divide. God, if this was last year's speed out route, it'd be a whole lot better. Divide is just okay this year because that speed out route isn't a speed out route. It's kind of like a slower out route. Still works pretty decently, but it's not that like glitchy thing that we had in Madden 16. But it's something that you can attack the deep sidelines with. Spacing, no. Mid draw, love mid draw. Draws, like I said, against those overload blitzes that people send. Draw does well. So let's get back into bunch week. There's a couple other concepts I'll talk about, but I don't think I'm going to show them on the field just because it's dragging on a little bit. Z-spot. Hope you guys know how to run Z-spot. You can either streak that guy on the outside, motion him out, or you can slant route him inwards. If you slant him, then the user has to decide between that deep post on the left or your slant, and you can kind of decide which one to throw there, or the smart routed post route. So also the stick route. Stick route's one I'm going to show you. FL drive's a drive concept with the running back going out there. Bunch trail, great play. I like that trail play. Just kind of mix it in here with the gun bunch week. Enjoy trail plays quite a lot. But the stick, what's great about the stick formation, let's just go against, say, cover 3. This Colts route, if you motion him outwards, wait till he's set, or even before. There you go. He gets in before that. Easy peasy, little completion. The thing that really shuts it down is cover 2. Shuts it down pretty well. It can get under Tampa 2. But if you throw it enough, they're going to notice it. So it can get under Tampa 2. But see, through that right bumper. Do you see how open that right bumper dude was, or still is? So there you can pick up, what was that, 9 yards when he finally fell forward. But so yeah, cover 2 will be its bane. But against cover 3, it is an easy 10 yards, 12 yards, 15 yards, 13 yards. You know how it go. But yeah, PA post and divide are audible, so don't come out on them. Come out and say like a halfback base, because the draw is the audible there. So if you want to, not gun split flex. I do like the Eagles gun split flex is pretty good. I don't love this gun split flex. There's some decent things to work with here, but it isn't anything OP. Like the Z under, it works. See that route on the left? It works against that cover and that stop and go. That cover 0 nonsense that I talked about earlier with the other thing. But there really isn't anything else to... I mean, I'm sure there's something in here, but I didn't find anything like... There wasn't a ton of plays to build a scheme around. So bunch week, you guys know how to run. Spread-wise slot. Hang on, let's start from the front. All right, doubles. Everybody loves doubles because of C routes and this double corner strike. So when you run corner strike, I don't know if you guys know this. We'll go into Tampa 2 here. But let's say you're on a 1 hash mark. You see a lot of competitive guys do this. So actually what you want to do, this should be flipped. So you want the tight end on the line for the near side, and you want that wide receiver off the line. See how deep that C route gets? It's pretty good. It gets open. So with Brown's C route, and you can tell he's got an over 96 route running because of the curl at the top of his C route. C and the bottom. Well, not the bottom, but the top. I'll get into that route running video later. So you just motion it in slightly, and then you can hike it, and then it gets better separation. See, B, X, A is open. So just throw it. B was open really late there. Did you see that? When they came down. But the wide side of the field gets open a lot, unless they user it. So if you motion them in, oh, sorry. I screwed up because remember what I said? The tight end has to be on that side for the motion. That's why, because you can't hike it in motion while he's supposed to be the guy on the line of scrimmage. So if you motion him in, see, watch how clean B gets. Oops. A little bit of an overthrow. But yeah, I'll just show B on this side. With the wide side, C routes always seem to get very open. These wide side C routes do. So I think you see a lot of people gun doubles on that run this a lot for the competitive players. You'll see that. Let's flip it again. So you can do anything with a running back. Maybe if the user gets over aggressive, do something like this, and then just kind of check it down to where he vacates, unless they're sending a heavy blitz. Didn't work. Throw it short there. Have better reads than that. But otherwise, halfback off tackle. It is what it is. It's a little bit juicier against base the line because they're not as good against the run as a non-base the line. See how wide that guy is. Strong flood, PA dagger. Nothing really to write home about here as overpowered. The Coates route's okay. And then, just look at the levels, drag and in route. Because not a lot of users are expecting the in route here. As he picked it. Should have thrown that earlier. But I don't run that. That's okay. I mean, I've seen some guys who run that in route to like perfection, who know how to time it. I don't run it a lot, but I have seen some guys use that very effectively. The Texas route, Texas's are always great. The halfback right out of the backfield, that's a great route. See route drag under. This is okay. You got a corner out of tight end, which isn't stock. You can streak that drag route to make like a flood concept. You got your screens, your Z spots. Love those. The slot shake. See that post route on the far right? Gotta love post routes. I like that post better than the one on the PA dig. You got good runs here. Halfback base is a good run there. Double cross, good. With the, like I said, post route. Slot post, again. I like the slot post a lot against cover 3. Like, they can't stop it against cover 3. Watch this. This is the cover 3 beater. I said the other one's a cover 2 beater. This is that cover 3 beater. So I like to, you can leave green or you can slant them. But look, watch Brown. Watch the Rodgers jam. So this is great. Watch Rodgers jam. Brown. Look at that. 10 freaking yards. Easy peasy. The only way they can't do that, like, they could put this guy like here and then go back to usering here. Still. Tight window. Go to Bell there. But like, so if they get that jam, if you run this a lot, if they get that jam, you go to Bell here. So look at that jam, and then just Bell to the sidelines. We're in the short side of the field too. Wide side, you got even more room, but because of that jam and that guy, Bell and Brown are both getting open against cover 3. Little bit different story against cover 2. That's why you call some coverages against some things and some coverages not against them. Cover 2, not nearly as effective. You're going to kind of want to look green to Rodgers in that case, but, a couple yards, but not nearly as good. Not 10. That's 5 instead of 10 because cover 2 with those flats covers it a little bit better. But 3, it's a beautiful thing. And then there's always this post route here. Post routes are good. And then the backside streak is kind of doing nothing except clearing guys out. You could even slant the backside streak if you want instead of green. So the green's the under route. That's actually not good. Never mind. Don't do that. I was just showing an example of something you could do. You could in-round him, but I like to leave him on a streak, and then that's my adjustment. Look for cover 3, and then throw that Brown route. And then if that Brown route somehow miraculously gets covered, look for the post. But anyways, that's it. Love it against 3. Not so great against 2, like I said. But again, against 2, you're going to have to look to that post route to try to beat his user. But it's tough testing the user. So, again, moving on, the doubles. Is there anything else in here that we liked? Sonia's not very good. Tell me about it. Talk to her ex. Yeah, drag under. All right, that's it for doubles. Y trips weak. Y trips weak is okay in this book. A lot of post corners. See that Y corner? Good play. Good little combination there. That post beats like cover 3 pretty good there. Clear out dig. I don't love it. I fell short. Don't love it. Slot cross. I like that running back route going that way because it's kind of different. But again, nothing major. Deep in. That's a cover 3 beater, but we've already shown a few of those. That's that one play touchdown against cover 3. Streak the tight end in that comeback route. So let's see. Corner strike's always good. But yeah, slot seam, Y drag. It is what it is. I don't really run Y trips weak out of this formation. I mean, the runs, halfback off tackle, draw. You don't really have the powerful runs in it, and that's why you don't really see me in it. Doesn't have that inside zone that I love. But there's Trey offset, bunch, spread Y slot. Spread Y slot. You got some good concepts here, but it's nothing that you don't have in the other formations. So if you really want to go to a spread formation, you can do it if you like the spread. It's got some good corner routes. The smash route concept. Smash are great against a lot of coverage this year, like cover 2. You know, smash is meant to beat. It's kind of to overload one side or the other. Or sorry, to overload one zone defender. So you got to make that corner decide between green and Coates. And they're nice deep corners. So like they're gonna get jammed off the line, and then either you go deep or just throw it short. See how they rallied late short? You gotta throw that earlier before they rally, or wait really late till that A route gets out to the sideline. See, it's a really late rally. You can rally, man. You could also do something like this. And then throw this for an extra, for a couple. Oh, no, we just kind of ran out of bounds. 5 to 6 yards here by throwing this out. Nope, overthrown. Under pressure. Oh, I was under pressure. But anyways, that's the concept. Otherwise, looking short side of the field. Again, throw short. You got 5, 10 yards there throwing short. Easy pickup. They're gonna have to cover underneath there if you're doing this, because they just keep drifting back, and boom, that's easy. You can do that all down the field. So there's different things you can do like that. All right, but otherwise, you know, that's great. Out routes, sorry, standard out routes. Oh, I screwed that up. Streaks what I post. So standard out routes here, great against cover 3 because they get underneath here. That's cover 2 though. But attack the sidelines with out routes. I've said that before. Let's move on to another. Let's go on to the more powerful formations. I can't believe I buried this formation this late in the game. I want to get through the gun formations first. Geez, I still got more gun formations. One more empty Trey. The unders, great play with that post drop by the corner, by the tight end. Great play. I'm not going to go through it. You guys can make those reads. Smash, like I just talked about in the last one. Corner strike again. 5 wide. Similar concepts in the other ones. But what's great here, these single back. Now ace, you see this in every book. I'm not going to show you ace. It's a very standard ace. It isn't a very. It's not like the Rams ace. It's just a standard ace. It doesn't have like the wide receiver thing. But otherwise, great posts, corners, all that good jazz. Ace posts. I know Wheels loves that ace post. Smash. Love smash concepts. We just talked about smash concepts though. Slot under, double streak to beat cover 3, then slant under. It is better out of ace though. Curl flat corner. I love this curl flat corner because it's standard like this. I love that deep corner out. Beats cover 2. PAFL stretch. Same thing as out of the trips formation that we talked about. That's, you know, post slant. You can slant the tight end to get more crossing routes. Yeah, I don't know if I should show curl flat corner, but that's a really good play out of that ace text. Tight flex though. Love this. Love this formation. I can't believe I buried this 38 minutes into the freaking thing. I'm really disappointed in myself. I should have shown this as a second formation. Bench. He has no bench routes. Those things are amazing against cover 3. Good against cover 2 for a couple yards. PA waggle is the reason this formation is good. Although slot corner is pretty good too. But PA waggle, watch this jazz. All right, so you can call, let's do the Tampa 2. This is more my cover 3 beater formation though. So if guys come out and cover 3 a lot, I move to this. If they stay in Tampa 2, I stay in that trips formation. But against this 2, you can fade green, drag Rodgers, and we'll just leave Brown on his route as is. So here we go. Streak, deep corner. There you go. Oh, you dropped it. You bum, you dropped it. But anyways, yeah. Streak. You can even slant if you want. There you go. Throwing the run is so important. Why aren't you catching the ball, Mr. Coates? I feel like somebody should get his coat and kick him out of here. You can also streak Rodgers, slant green for a little bit of a over-under post route. Same play. Oh, and you just got home. Oh, it's this Tampa 2 off the edge. It's pretty rough. There you go. Slant, streak, deep post. And we are dropping the ball like crazy. They're in kind of like a man because of this formation, I guess. They're manning up my dudes. They're manning up my men. Gotta throw that at like 5 o'clock. I'm throwing it too high. I gotta stay high all the time. But yeah, gotta love the deep. This is run stock. Gotta love that deep corner route. Oh dang it! And the reason we audible Rogers because he runs really close to Coates' route. That's why we bring him usually to a drag and then fade Green. Green hopefully is somebody faster than. I mean Green's a pretty fast tight end as it is. Oh, I shouldn't have passed let up there. But if like we had somebody with like 89 speed. There you go. Dump it off. I oftentimes find myself not throwing the drags as much as I should. Stay low and then hit high once in a while. But bench is a hot route, so you guys know how to run this. Just throw it short. Guys with 96 route running are very smooth on benches. Very quick. Like Brown. Dive is an audible. Dives are great. Little run audibles. And what's great, this formation, not just because of those pass plays, but the runs in it are amazing. You can break runs deep. Deep. Off tackle here. Put a couple good run blockers here. Get Antonio out of the game, but save somebody like, yeah, let's go Jesse James. And I guess he's a tight end. We'll just put, it's probably the best. Let's put, I don't know, a tackle there. Whatever. And then just run off tackle. Then say they got their cover 2 edge pressure set up. So they get flip it, baseline, slant. There you go. Now they're using whoever. Now you're running off tackle. And you got a seal on the edge. Oh, usually that the tackle, if you got a better mobility guy, can get up to that second level. But yeah, look at this. Look at that. Oh, yeah. With some speed and some good blocking on that edge, you can get some damage. The only disappointment is, like, motioning over. Oh, I guess that guy did motion over. Never mind. The other one doesn't motion over very well. Ha! Look at that. Insta tackle when you motion over. Doesn't love motion. There you go. Nice little simple run against the covered, against the 3-4. And then you can always go to your dive, your mesh. Mesh is great. You guys know mesh. You guys don't know mesh? I'll just mesh you up. But anyways, so great hot routes out of this formation too. Again, like I said, too bad I buried it. But I do really love this tight flex. You can really drive the ball against guys. The shallow cross is another mesh type concept, but different guys meshing. Well, one different guy meshing. Slot corner, great play. Especially, you know, you get your flood concept going. We'll get into the Tampa 2. Do you guys want to see? I'm not gonna. You guys won't be able to answer me, but we'll try against Tampa 2 again. Street coats. Bell, you probably need a block to get some good blocking. Oops. Street coats, block Bell. You can like slant Mikalik. Oh, I got my right tackle out there still. Maybe hot route Coates to go a deeper corner. And this kind of look drag to corner. Drag is wide ass open. 10 yards. But yeah, if they play hard flats, throw the corner. Not too tough at all. You can maybe motion him across. Wait. Let me reset the play. That's the issue. Here we go. Coates. I was wondering what was happening. Mikalik's on a really weird post route because his route running is so low. It looks that kind of funky. Usually it's not that funky. But otherwise, you got the flood concept on the right and the post if the user really chases this drag. If he chases this drag, throw this post. If he doesn't chase the drag and he's in a hard flat, throw that corner route. It was a bad read there, but if they're in a hard flat, try to stop you in short. So it's a great play. You know, you can always hit like right up the seam. Try to get that high pass to somebody tall if they're using that guy. But seam routes, you know, very, very good against people who are usering because sometimes they're too aggressive down low. So that's another thing you can run here. Next up, I think this formation, it's got one other good run in it, which is the slam. Solid run, but I went through everything else here. This whole formation, you know, you got a screen in there too to keep them honest. Got to make an honest girl out of them. Doubles, this is okay. I don't exactly love the PA stretch. Has got some interesting routes. Again, to flood the field, but this isn't something I run. There isn't much more than that. You know, there's a couple good looking ones. The wide receiver fade. Oh, here's a good one against cover 2. Oh wait, I gotta put on somebody tall there. Coates isn't tall enough. Right. Yeah, he's not gonna. It's not gonna work. Never mind. That was dumb. Let me put Bryant there. But I do really like this doubles play for this fade. And then, all right. But besides, it's got a C route there too on the doubles. You know, there's so many formations of C routes. It's so amazing. But yeah, slot cross, crossing patterns. Gotta love those. But yeah, this wide receiver fade. What's great about this? And we'll go to Tampa 2. All right, so that Brown route against cover 3, we talked about that one. It works well, but this is cover 2, not cover 3. So he's useless in that out route right here. So you can just do something like this, slant him. It don't matter. Bell route. Look at Bell and Green's like really funky route. See how Green's got like a bunch of different breaks. Like, so let's take Bell out of it. See how he's got like he can come up short or he can do an out route. So let's watch him see what he does here. It's against zone coverage. He sits. So they came up and played him. But yeah, against zone, he'll sit. Against man, he'll do that out route. But then you take a look at Bell's stuff. He's got a really funky type route here. Oh, I wanted to pass block him. Look at this. Look at this funky route. Watch it in action. It's really weird. I haven't seen anything like this. And then there. It's not speedy. It's not glitchy. But when you see that guy come across the field, see this post route, Rodgers, you can, if your fade isn't going to work with Bryant, so like you can do this. So if your fade's not going to work with Bryant, if you're not able to throw it, see, then you throw, because it's such a tight window there, then you throw this little leak route to Green. I threw it a little bit late, but still 5 to 7 yards. Just keep 5 to 7 yarding them. Then they'll call hard flats, and you'll have Bryant open there. Boom. 10 yards. And then truck their corner with somebody big. But I think this route, this Bryant route, what I don't like is that it's not getting an outside release on this corner. In real football, he should be getting outside. And I know the corner wants to chuck him inside. I know he wants to get outside. But in real football, he should get outside there. See? It didn't work. He should be outside the corner there. Oh, let's get him down. So there's that issue with him. Let's see. How did I set this up before? I don't have it written down. And then Y was wide open. Unless the user covered it. But then again, that took a long time to do. But yeah, this Bryant should be getting open. I don't know why he got open previously when I practiced this. No, Tampa 2 plays it pretty well. Just throw it short in this location then. Oh, they reached up to the heavens and got that one. Throw that high pass across the middle. Yeah. That is what that is. Nothing you can really do about it, unless maybe I was on the close side of the field. One more try with it. There you go. Close side of the field it is. Well, that's the trick. It looks like he doesn't get bumped if he's on the close side of the field. There, that's what the trick was. So, near side of the field, Bryant on this route, easy cover 2 beater. They're not getting bumped. Huh. That's so weird that they don't get bumped there. But what I say when it's on the wide side of the field, that SOB is getting bumped. No, he didn't get bumped there. Oh, he just got trailed out a little bit better. Oh, I know what it is. The cornerback recognizes green coming to his area quicker. So if you do, like, say, green on a zig because it doesn't come as quick, I think he'll maybe follow Bryant up the field a little bit longer. But you still had a ton of time. I think I still had an area to throw that. But yeah, so out route green. And then throw that near the sideline. So that's why you run this wide receiver little corner there. And then you got other great routes in this field too. So there's your setup against cover 2. Throw that. There you go. There's your late leak. Well, yeah, usually this guy's going to be blocking. Throw that pass. Throw that pass with a pass lead up and to the right. So at like, I don't know, 130. And then there. But yeah, it looks like the safety, because the safety drops a little bit more towards the middle of the field. So you could even streak route, slant route. So that will, no, it doesn't distract the safety anymore with the tight end streak. So there you go. Sorry for taking so much time on that one. All right. We still haven't gotten into the I forms, but doubles, I showed off my favorite one there. There's some other good plays there, but you guys probably know how to run these things. Stretch plays. Stretch plays are great. You can flip that one, but you got a lot of field there in that stretch. Cut back, it's okay. Sluggos aren't great. Zone weak's okay. Nothing amazing though. This is wide receiver fade, slot cross, like I said. Halfback misdirection is okay run. All right, bunch. PA pin deep. It ain't that great. It ain't that great. You'd think it'd be great based on that route. It ain't that great. Verticals, always great. You gotta love verticals. Toss crack, great running play. Love toss crack. Stick, same stick we showed earlier with that motioned out route. That'll work for you. Z spot, not the greatest Z spot because of that left route. But it still works as a change up here. You're kind of just basically looking right to that flat route, corner route. The corner route's a little bit deeper though, the normal corner routes. And I've checked it on field. It's pretty good. PA end around. It is a good play this year. I've showed that in other ebooks that I put out. All right, I form, tight pair. It's got good runs. Power O. Base your offense around power O, tight end post here. And then you do PA power O as a variation of it. PA boot flow. I haven't tested it. PA tight end leak. I love this play around the goal line. Wide receiver corner, another good play. All right, so PA tight end leak. Let's go goal line formation. Let's just do 5-3-3 goal line man. Oh, man's not a good. Nobody calls man on the goal line, do they? Let's say 2-point conversion. What's great about this? You can put green on a quick out route. It's like kind of like a speed out. I like to then take Bell off, block Bell. Here's the Bell the ball. So your looks are green here. It's man coverage. I prefer zone coverage, but yeah, green there in that one because nobody calls man. Let's recall this play. So I like this for two of these goal line plays. Play action tight end leak, and then they can either come out in 44 or goal line. I think they'll come out in 44 probably. Cover 2. A lot of guys, this is what I come out in. A lot of guys come out in, but yeah, quick out route. See, you'd think this would be perfect with James there on the back of the end zone, but watch what they do to each other. Green and James, they kind of run into each other. See that? So now then you can high pass James if he's there, but the problem with James is that he bumps into Green speed out route. So I mean, you could just like maybe do this. No, shoot, the play action was on. Didn't work. That's just me spitballing. Go off the script, man. You're going off the script. All right, so James and Green as crossers. I don't love him there. So you could throw Green really quick, or you throw Brown late. Brown should be taller. There, hang on to it in traffic. Touchdown. So it's a very quick out route there. Out routes, you can hot route onto speed out routes that were so popular back in Maddens of past. But then block your. So, all right. And then Brown, wish you were taller. Wish you were baller. 20-inch blades on the Impala. But yeah, his route doesn't work that well. So, quick slant. Him. There you go. Quick slants. Kind of work. But then you leave yourself up to a pick six on that quick slant. But yeah, basically this route is there for that green route. But otherwise, if you don't like that, then you can do Jesse James to the back. Get somebody tall there on that route. Love that route. Everybody loves that route. And what you can do with that high point pass after you run that green route, you can then just do like slant green, slant brown, block both your FPs. You could leak out Nicks if you want. You could leave Nicks on that leak out route, but look to the slant and then high pass. Actually, I don't love bringing Brown there. Brown on the drag, Green on the slant, block Bell, leak out route. There you go. See how this works. Yeah. Nope, drop. Darn it. There you go. Double drags. And then high point at the green. Drag, 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 high point. User hopefully is covering the drags while you're getting those high points passes. And then you can always go power O. Power O is great against the 44. Oh, I just picked the wrong hole there. You get pretty good block in the power O. Then you can also stretch it. Stretch strong, stretch weak. Let's try stretch strong. There you go. Stretch strong. Good blocking, guys. It is the Browns, though, so watch out for random block sheds against high-end teams. Yeah, but that's your goal line play right there out of that formation. That little ditty, that power into that. What was the other goal line? There's another goal line play. Tight end post, I think, was the goal line play. Wide receiver corner isn't really a goal line thing, but that's a C route with a running back play. That's great. That's kind of like a midfield. PAT tight end leak is also a good play in the midfield too with that backside post and the that out route there. It's not amazing. It's better goal line than anything else. But yeah, tight end post, exactly what I said. The same thing. If they're expected those quick tight end out routes, I said 44. I said 44 cover 2, but still. Throw high to green. There you go. Otherwise, hopefully if the drag underneath is open, you could take it. Take it right there. Take that drag for sure all day. But yeah, once they get to kind of scrambling at the goal line, if you throw a high pass, you're going to throw it randomly. So you either throw it right as he's top of the route, and hope he doesn't get that Kelvin Johnson drag. Or, no, I hit the wrong button there. I want to throw the drag. So, yeah. There you go. Easy peasy. Drag route there for a teasy. A.k.a. tight end. Touchdown. Next up, iForm Pro is very standard iForm Pro. The Texas, you guys probably have seen this before. Nothing too OP here. Strong, love their strong close just because of this off tackle play. It's a great run. I'm not going to show you how to run it. Just run the play. But otherwise, the FL drive is solid with that post route. The PA scissors got a post route, corner route. Great stuff there. Mesh, great. This deep cross is a good way to get across the formation. I can show you that. Say against cover 2 again. Since that is the meta, we will move it back again once more. Sorry for taking so long. But yeah, you can do a whole bunch of things. Streak green. You could leak nicks. Actually, I like guys and out routes here better. So there you go. Getting a lot of crossing. See that one crossing point? That's kind of cool. It's like that's where the treasure is buried. So yeah, throw that right there. Not as great as I wanted it to be. Not exactly ideal. So the deep cross didn't get as deep as I wanted. That's too bad. Yeah. I was hoping that was a deeper cross. I forgot why I thought it was deeper, but it's okay. It's got a post. Still solid, but nothing game breaking. Inside post is okay though. That inside post on the left, that's a decent route. But I'm not gonna. The strong close is gonna be run. If you're running the strong post, FL drive, dive, off tackle, mesh, and Y trail will work too. Those are gonna be your go-tos, and you can run a scheme out of those few plays. The weak, I've kind of abandoned the weak. I don't like this weak. Halfback option whenever you get a pulse route for your tight end. But that is it. I could have swore there was one more. Oh yeah, I got the 2 goal line plays on tight pair. That is it for this formation. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you learned this pass balance playbook because of the unique plays we get out of this Trey offset and the single back tight flex makes it, in my opinion, one of the more fun playbooks I've run because you don't see a lot of people running these similar ones. You see a lot of basically snugs or gun bunch weak, that kind of stuff. And it's a little bit different. I don't know. It's fun to throw those wheel plays, make some good runs with your halfback against their overload blitzes and whatnot. But that's it. Give me some feedback in the comments if you guys see something. But yeah, thanks for watching Call to Action. I will see you tomorrow.